Imagine this. Every single day, at some random hour nobody can predict, the modern world quietly overlaps with the age of dinosaurs. Not a movie, not a dream. A real, repeating time overlap. Just 60 minutes. It slips into your ordinary day like an unexpected guest. One moment, you're drinking your coffee. The next, a Tyrannosaurus Rex stands in the middle of your street, staring back at you. Close enough to hear it breathing. Then, exactly 1 hour later, it's gone. Like it never happened. The street is empty again. The coffee's cold in your hand. The world just moves on. Every single day, same overlap, different hour. Nobody knows when it's coming next. Picture it with me. You're in New York City. Traffic is already a nightmare. Now a pterodactyl glides between the skyscrapers. Its shadow crosses Times Square. A stick figure version of you just stands there, coffee cup shaking. Within days, someone in America turns it into a business. Dinosaur tourism, safari trucks. Come watch a raptor for $19.99? Of course they do. There's a t-shirt stand by day 3, a reality show pitch by day 5. India, streets already packed, already loud, already full of life. A stegosaurus walks through a crowded market. Somehow, life barely pauses. Vendors keep selling. Someone's already filming it for a reel. A kid on a scooter weaves right past its tail, like it's just another cow in the road. In China, the response looks completely different. Sirens sound within minutes. A coordinated evacuation begins. An entire city block seals off with military precision, like clockwork. Every single day, planned down to the second. Within a month, there's an official government app. It counts down to the next possible overlap window. Meanwhile, in the UK, the streets are just too narrow. A T-Rex cannot fit between 2 old brick buildings in London. Somehow, that becomes the funniest, most British problem imaginable. The news doesn't even call it a crisis anymore. They just call it the inconvenience. In Australia, almost nobody panics. People already share their backyard with creatures that can kill them. A raptor in the garden? Just another Tuesday. Someone probably tries to feed it a sausage roll. And in Russia, in the freezing regions, some dinosaurs simply don't survive the hour. The cold gets them before the clock even resets. Scientists study the frozen remains, fascinated by a fossil that's only minutes old. Here's a real fact hiding inside this fantasy. In 1990, in South Dakota, paleontologists uncover something incredible. The most complete Tyrannosaurus Rex skeleton ever found. They name her Sue. Over 90% of her real bones are intact. That's almost unheard of in fossil history. Sue now stands, fully assembled, in the Field Museum in Chicago. Silent, frozen in time. Exactly the kind of creature this thought experiment brings roaring back to life. If only for 1 hour a day. That's the real world. Now back to the impossible one. Because here is where it gets stranger. Some scientists, in real life, genuinely debate whether ancient DNA could survive long enough to bring a creature like this back. Most say no. DNA breaks down over time. It doesn't last 66 million years. But it's the same question hiding underneath our entire scenario. What if, for just 1 hour a day, that broken rule quietly fixes itself? Nobody knows why the overlap happens. No warning. No pattern anyone can predict. Some people online joke it's like a black hole flickering open somewhere in time itself. A tiny crack between 2 eras. It snaps shut after 60 minutes, only to reopen again tomorrow. Nobody can prove it, but it's the only explanation that almost makes sense. Physicists on talk shows just shrug. They call it an anomaly. That's really just a fancy way of saying nobody has a clue. And that unpredictability is the scariest part. You can't schedule your life around it. You can't plan a commute, a wedding, a flight, knowing the hour might land right in the middle of it. Airlines in America ground every flight the second the overlap begins. Ports in China shut down instantly. Farmers in rural India learn to read the sky, the birds, the silence, for warning signs before anyone else. The same instincts their ancestors used for storms, now used for something far stranger. Slowly, an entire generation grows up treating dinosaurs the way we treat rain. Annoying, inconvenient, just part of life now. Kids stop being scared. They start collecting overlap trading cards. Trading a shiny pterodactyl card at recess, the way older generations once traded football stickers. "I saw a real triceratops today" becomes a normal sentence at the dinner table. The same way "it rained today" is now. But somewhere, in every country, in every single overlap, one feeling stays exactly the same. That one frozen second, when a modern human and an ancient predator lock eyes across 66 million years of time, both equally confused, both wondering how they ended up sharing the same street, the same hour, the same impossible, invisible crack in time. Maybe that's the real reason nobody truly wants the overlap to stop, even the people who are terrified of it. For 1 hour a day, the entire planet gets pulled out of its emails, its traffic, its arguments, forced to stare at something so much bigger and older than any of it. For 60 minutes, everyone, everywhere, is thinking about the exact same impossible thing, at the exact same time. So here is the real question underneath all of this. If the overlap started tomorrow, at some unknown hour you couldn't predict, would you run? Or would you, just for a second, want to stay and watch?